State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on another team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Boston College's offense will get first crack at it today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him.
Turning it on! Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off with?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive line, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So NC State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
On the move, it's Helm. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll toss it to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Boston College lining up on this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They punted away on 4th down. He'll return it from around the 50. He's going to get loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Power football with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. On the ground. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll leave it with him. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
Touchdown, Eagles! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick, you know. Where's the ball?
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. NC State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. New Mexico is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to James Madison. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I don't know if anybody saw this happening. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass rush, making life really...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the clock has to go off for the QB on that play, right, guys? I mean, you've got to get rid of the ball a lot sooner. You're in an empty set. You only got 5 guys up front trying to block for you, and they can't hold on forever. Quarterback's got to be better.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Takes the handoff. It's held. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busted loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he puts through the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. It's stopped. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And the Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pass to 45. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nope.
Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Using his legs. It's held. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. The give on the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll run play action. Touchdown, Boston College! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, I love the little play action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing.
Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Boston College. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter.
That's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff, it's held. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to the ground with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want to.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the... And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Eagles. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looking for a productive play on first down. Going to the ground. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to